Goodwill wants you to dump your ex this Valentine's Day. You can also write your ex's name on a litter box for Valentine's Day. And the police in Japan have uncovered a ring of men filming women bathing in hot springs. These are the weird stories for Tuesday on Weird AF News, the only daily weird news podcast in the universe. And it's Valentine's Day. Thanks for joining me on Valentine's Day, guys. Happy Valentine's Day from me to you. Let's get into it. Goodwill is asking you to dump your ex this Valentine's Day, and they want to help you do that. Valentine's Day's today, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. You know, it can be such a wonderful day for couples. You lucky couples. I'm so happy for you. As a single person, I'm so pleased for you and your great Valentine's Day celebration. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. But for those of you who are still dealing with a situation like an ex, or maybe you're ending a relationship, maybe you're going through a little something, some drama, Goodwill wants to help you. They're inviting people to dump their ex's stuff at their stores instead of throwing it all away or even burning it. I recommend throwing it into the ocean. But, you don't have to do that. Goodwill says, hey, bring it here. But don't burn it. Don't throw it away. Bring it here. We'll take it. Goodwill wants to help you get through this. This Goodwill is located in Central Texas. They're offering their form of what they're calling retail therapy for those going through a breakup this Valentine's Day. The nonprofit's Central Texas locations are participating in their first Dump Your Ex's Stuff donation campaign this year, inspired by similar trends at Goodwill stores nationwide. The measure encourages people with lingering belongings from a past relationship to donate those to the area Goodwill stores. Here's a quote from the Goodwill Central Texas's PR manager. Anyone who's been going through a breakup knows it's never any fun, but we're trying to have some fun with it. We're trying this year. Want to make it a little bit easier for people, but just giving them a place to come bring some stuff that might be lingering around. Get rid of some of that, maybe there's emotional, physical baggage that you might have from a previous relationship. Well, you just bring it here, baby. We'll take it. It says here, all 36 Goodwill Central Texas locations are participating in this effort with drop-offs and even scheduled pickup services available. Donations received and purchases made help fund the Goodwill Career and Technical Academy's job training and career placement programs. These programs focus on in-demand career certifications, including medical assistant training, Python code training, and electrical trade work. Wow. Is Goodwill going to help you find love, too? I mean, if you got an issue, take the baggage, but maybe you got some sort of dating situation. Maybe you can hook us up with other people who are donating their things. In other words, you create a little community around that. Hey, this person's got heartbreak. They sent their stuff here. This person's got heartbreak. They sent their stuff there. We organized a blind date between these two people through the Goodwill dating app. Oh, man, I think that's a tremendous idea. Goodwill, you're dropping the ball. This is a great opportunity for you to help people find love, I think, and you're really not taking advantage of the situation. Well, regardless, Goodwill is doing their part to help us out on Valentine's Day. Here's another quote from the people. We're having a little bit of fun at the expense of Valentine's Day. That's what we're doing. But if it helps us help those we serve, we think people will take it in the good-natured way that we intend it. Hopefully, they'll understand and they'll join in the fun. Now, Goodwill is asking people not to be malicious when donating your ex's belongings. They say, make sure the items are things that have been left behind with you, not something that really should maybe be returned to the ex. Certainly don't steal from your ex and bring it by here. We had someone bring by a car that turns out the ex was actually using the car and needed it, reported it stolen. Someone tried to give it to us as a form of revenge. We don't condone those sorts of activities. If you want to slash a tire or two because they did you wrong, that's fine. But don't steal the entire vehicle and drop it off at our door like you can give it to us. We can't get involved in such things. We would prefer clothing, that sort of thing. Maybe some photos of you together in a frame that you don't want anymore. I don't know if people put photos in a frame anymore. Maybe trinkets that you guys had that you bought together somewhere that still remind you of the person. That sort of thing. Maybe even a coffee maker that you both used to make coffee for one another in the morning. And you look at the coffee maker every morning, and it reminds you of that piece of crap and what it did to you. You bring that by, we'll take that off your hands. Maybe there's some sex toys laying around that y'all participated and shared some great moments with, and it reminds you of the person when you look at them sex toys. Well, don't bring them over here. We can't really take those. That's very unsanitary, so don't do that. I recommend just burn them. Yay! Do you have beef with an ex? Well, you can put their name on a litter box and let some cats handle the rest. You could be bitter, or you could be bitter while also supporting some animals in need, everyone. Well, where are these animals, and what need do they have? Well, an Ohio animal shelter is trying to raise some money for their animals, and they're charging you $5. You write your ex's name, put it on a litter box, and let some cats at the shelter poop all over it. Do you want to have your ex's name pooped all over? That sounds like a good way to spend Valentine's Day and make you feel good. Yeah, sit back. It's probably a video clip they send you. You can watch it over and over again while eating chocolates. Great way to handle Valentine's Day after a breakup. Here's a quote from the Animal Friends Humane Society on their website. On Valentine's Day, we will post a video on Facebook showcasing all of the names that we've received in the litter boxes. You know what's going to happen in the litter boxes. We don't have to tell you that. And you can watch it all on video on our Facebook page. Now, participants can pay for the customized litter box via Venmo. And if you include a poop emoji and the name that you would like written in the comments, well, we'll put that right on the litter box for you. You can also visit our shelter and make a cash donation and add an ex's name to the jar in person. You can add the ex's name in person. Now, of course, some social media users found this year's kitty litter fundraiser hilarious, cracked a few jokes about that. One person said, "My ex has a very common name. Can I buy additional rocks and give a middle name and a date of birth? I want to make sure there's no confusion." But not everybody found this fundraiser very entertaining because people out there get butthurt. Their feelings are very fragile out there. Funny, all the stuff that's going on in the world, but this little fundraiser will really ruffle people's feathers. Let's see what someone said on social media. "I am all for making money and helping pets, but this is a terrible idea. It is quite childish. I can't believe your organization is okay with this." Now, this event isn't the first of its kind. Previous fundraisers have allowed visitors to name cockroaches after an ex and have them fed to animals, including events at the San Antonio Zoo and the El Paso Zoo. There's also the Salisbury Zoological Park, where community members can buy mealworms or crickets and name them after their exes. Anti-lovebirds can choose to have the mealworms or crickets fed to a tawny frogmouth, a spotted turtle, a basilisk, a cotton-top tamarin, or a black-tufted marmoset. What the heck is a black-tufted marmoset? I can't believe I didn't screw up the pronunciation on those words right there. That's my Valentine's Day gift from me to you guys. The article says even the Bronx Zoo got in on the act. For $15, you could name a cockroach in honor of one of your partners. According to the zoo's website, it says, "Give your sweetheart a Valentine's Day." Let me do it with a New York accent, a Bronx accent here. "Yeah, give your sweetheart a Valentine's Day gift that keeps the romance going all year round. Name a Bronx Zoo Madagascar hissing cockroach." I thought I could get that out. "Name a Bronx Zoo Madagascar hissing cockroach after your sweetie and show them that your love is eternal. We eat it." Well, I think this is all fun and games. I would never take any of this personally, even if someone put my name on a cockroach and it was fed to a basilisk, whatever that is. I'd actually think it was pretty funny. I have a pretty good sense of humor when it comes to such things. And maybe this is therapeutic for some people who are going through heartbreak. You'd be surprised what helps you get through heartbreak. Sometimes it's something you never expected, like, giving your ex's shit to Goodwill, or, having their name crapped on by a tabby cat. You like podcasts? You're listening to my podcast. Maybe you thought to yourself, I'd like to make a podcast. Too difficult? No, not with Anchor. Anchor has free creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast from your phone or your computer. Anchor distributes your podcast to Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, and more. They have advertising integration, so you can even make a little money off your podcast. Everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And good luck with your podcast. Good luck with your creation. Good luck with your life, man. Police have uncovered a ring of men who have been filming women while they bathe in hot springs all across Japan. These pervs. The Japanese police have arrested 17 men suspected of photographing and filming more than 10,000 women who were bathing in hot springs. The hot spring operation. The group's ringleader, Karin Sato, Karin. I'm not sure if that's a male or female. It'd be kind of odd if it was a woman that was in charge of this underground hot spring porn ring. Karin Sato's age 50 and was arrested. They were nabbed in Hyogo Prefecture, which is west of Kyoto, charged with a nuisance. This is because some activity between December 2021 and February of this year, where they've arrested 16 men, including a doctor from Tokyo, senior company executives, and local government officials as well. The men have all been detained by the police in 11 different prefectures. Now, Sato, the original arrest, was brought to and confessed to taking voyeuristic photos of nude women for 30 years and 30 years of this, dude? Get a life. Taking photos of naked women. This is... Okay. This guy did it for 30 years in 46 different prefectures. After being arrested, he informed the police about at least a dozen others in his group. You know, it's funny. In other countries, people confess. That never happens in the U.S. Have you noticed that? Like, nobody ever confesses in the U.S. They always plead not guilty, and it goes to trial, even if it's quite obvious that they did it. They could have video footage of them doing it. They still go, not guilty. And then resources are poured into... the processing of this piece of crap. Whereas in other countries, they confess, which leads me to believe there's some stuff going on behind the scenes with cops, like, yanking on their tongue or something, pulling apart their ribs to make them confess. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But there's a lot of confessing going on in other countries, not here in the U.S., and it's always puzzled me. So this Sato character told the police how it was done. He and his crew used high-end camera equipment, such as long-focus telephoto lenses, to film women bathing in the open-air hot springs. The men would take these pictures while hiding in mountainous areas several hundred meters from the springs. The group would... I'm sorry. I just picture these old-ass men hanging behind a shrub in the middle of some mountainous region, freezing their ass off just to get some photos of some women like a half a mile away. When, bro, you can just Google and look at naked women all day long. Like, what is wrong with you? There's just, are there not enough photos and videos of naked women out there in the world that there's just not enough to satisfy you? You need this extra stuff here, and your clients need this extra stuff. I mean, I just can't wrap my head around. It's already out there. Okay, so the group would also get tips from Sato, the leader, on how best to photograph the women. Yeah, I'll tell you how to best photograph. Waist up in the hot spring. And they would hold gatherings to view the footage together. Oh, boy, I want to know what happened at those gatherings. Probably no, I don't want to know what goes on at those gatherings. Just sick and misguided and stupid. Waste of time, waste of your life. I'm so surprised that people do this. 30 years this person did this. Are you okay? Now, I know in places like Japan, this is happening. Like, people are taking those upskirt photos on subways and stuff. They're taking, like, pictures up a skirt. Like, they can't help themselves. And then apparently people want to see up the skirt pictures. I don't even know what can you see? Someone's underwear? Like, what is the allure of all this crap? I guess it's the mystery of yourself doing something, like the idea that you're doing something illicit that gets you, like, it gets your brain juice going. I don't know. People convicted of taking illicit photographs in Japan face a year in prison, by the way, so think about that. And a fine of 1 million Japanese yen, which is like over $8,000. Hot springs, known as onsens in Japan, are very popular across the country among locals and tourists. Known for their mineral-rich hot water, these baths are said to have a relaxing impact on the body and mind and are meant to be enjoyed naked. And now now that these men have been removed, this underground hot spring photo ring, you can really bathe and have a relaxing time without worrying about your naked breastises being, thrown into a pile of other photos of naked breastises and videos of naked women and then watched by 17 creepy men in some dark room in like a cellar or something. Yay! Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Is there a Valentine's Day song? I don't know. I'm not even aware if there is one. You just can kind of fill in any general love song on Valentine's Day. I prefer Journey. If you're going to play a love song for me, I prefer Journey. Thank you very much. Don't Stop Believin' is okay. It's okay. A little overplayed. I like some of the other ones better. I also love some of Steve Perry's solo stuff, if we're going to get really specific. What's that? Foolish Heart? Oh, that's a good one. Great video. I've watched the YouTube video so many times. See, he walks into the room. It's just him all alone. Just walks in there. There's a microphone dangling from the ceiling with a spotlight on it. He just rolls in, does his job, crushes the lyrics, and then crushes the vocals, and then walks out. Just so classy. Steve Perry, if you're listening, man, I just want to say I love you and happy Valentine's Day to you. Do you guys think Steve Perry's listening? Probably not. Probably only 15% of you even know who Steve Perry is. The rest of you are like, who the hell is he talking about? What is he? Is Jonesy out of his mind? No, just caffeinated, and my mind's just firing away. Anyways, I hope you're having a nice Valentine's Day. If you want to drop me a note and wish me happy Valentine's Day, my Gmail is funnyjones@gmail.com. You can call the show to 646-450-2012, or you can slide into my DMs on Instagram @funnyjones and say, what's up? Happy Valentine's Day, Jonesy. I'd love to hear from you. What else? Oh, if you want to support the show because your heart is filled with love and support today, and you want to spread it around, you can join my Patreon, or you can buy me a coffee. You can do these things on my website, weirdafnews.com. Right on the front page there, you can support the show. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. But above and beyond anything else, just have a great day today, man. I hope you're having some wine and chocolate. Maybe you're doing something really cool, like going to an escape room with your loved one. Do you guys like escape rooms? That's a fun time, right? I don't know. I like to do off-the-wall stuff. So, like, just dinner for Valentine's Day is okay, but I'd rather do something kind of fun. You know what I mean? Like paintball or something. Just to shoot the shit out of my loved one on Valentine's Day at paintball. That's how you show some love, right, guys? Probably not. This is why I'm single. All right. Love you.